Good morning, friends. We are at Aerocity, and I'm with my dear friend Vijay. Hi, Vijay.
Thomas, pleasure meeting you again.
Vijay is the global head for business and alliances at Otomeyt. So Vijay and me are here to have a little conversation around Otomeyt and what is their value proposition, how are they differentiating themselves, and Otomeyt is really big in the assessment space, as well as they have a cool video interviewing platform. So Vijay, tell us a little bit about Otomeyt and your various platforms.
Right. Thanks, Thomas. So Otomeyt today, when we call ourselves, we call ourselves more of a talent engineering platform. Right. So when we talk about a talent engineering platform, we put ourselves in two buckets.
Okay.
One is talent acquisition and talent development. Okay. So when we talk about talent acquisition, of course, we have suites of products like assessments or a video and an assessment for intelligent sourcing, which helps recruiters to do correct sourcing. Right. And then we move to talent development. We talks about the complete skilling journey of an individual in any organization. Right. So be it a fresher or a lateral, right? So we take care of the complete skilling journey of an individual.
Right. Yeah. So I know you have a very in-depth coding assessment platform, and that, to my mind, is one of your significant USPs.
Right.
Now, I mean, there are a fair number of players in this space because it's been a space which has been active for the last few years. Right, even on not just in India but even globally. So how are you really differentiating yourself here?
Right. See, first of all, when we started all this, right, so we wanted to pretty much make sure that we add value to the customers, right? At the same time, make sure we are impacting the metrics, right? So because when assessment came into picture, right, and that's the core of our business as well, right?
Yeah.
Code assessment or technical assessment is the core of to our business.
Yeah.
What we have understood is assessment has been pretty much used as a rejection platform.
Okay.
Right, just to filter the folks, right? But gone are the days, right? Because people are just not being held by just rejecting the people because there could be n number of people with the same kind of an aptitude, right? So we, as a center of the platform, we focus on how we can help organizations make right hiring decisions. So it's more of a selection platform rather than just a rejection platform, right? And when we're trying to do that, we thought of impacting key matrices. Right. When I say key matrices for a talent acquisition director or a head, what are the kind of a matrix which is important for him? It could be productivity of his team. Can we reduce the overall TAT of an hiring?
Right.
Third could be there is a lot of a bias and variance in the hiring system. Right. How can we actually help them remove it or reduce it? Right. These three matrix stitched together, then the organizations are really seeing the value in terms of bringing the right talent on board. Because one wrong hire is probably you're talking about 5x of the overall cost. That way.
Great. So now let's talk a little bit about your video interviewing platform, because that's an area which is also really taken off because there is so much demand for it. Thanks to the last couple of years when we were through the pandemic and so on, and people having seen the success are continuing to use that. So what's really unique about your platform? Because here again, there are quite a few platforms that are available out there.
Right. So I mean, like you mentioned, Thomas, it was a spin-off of the situation we were thrown into, and nobody had a clue about it. So we were just preparing for it, and we had to accelerate there. Right. And that's where people started getting the traction around video interview. Right. Because what we had is a video interview platform which comes with inbuilt code editor and a whiteboard. Right. So what happens is the biggest USP here could be a lot of organizations today are talking about laterals are not okay to take the test. People with 5 years, 6 years experience, they would say I don't want to take a test. But the clients or a project lead would say I need some kind of a screening to be done. Right. If you outsource it, the metrics and the amount will go up. Right. So all those are there. So what we have decided, okay, why can't just a video interview platform could be there with inbuilt code editor and a whiteboard, so that itself becomes a technical downgrade. Right. Earlier we were only one-on-one. That is one-to-one interviews. But later we scaled ourselves to one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many, and many-to-one as well. So it could be used for lectures, it could be used for conferencing, it could be used for group discussions, when you're going for campus interviews and all that kind of stuff. So that way it is fully scalable.
So finally, Vijay, this there is a lot of emphasis around reskilling, upskilling, and so on. So, how does Automeyt as a whole play a role in that space? Because that is significant, that's massive, it's growing, and there's a lot of focus that companies are actually placing on that.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, right? I mean, when we are talking about Otomeyt, we are talking about talent acquisition and talent development, right? And talent development is a space wherein people are talking about, right? Because every organization is focused on 2 to 3 things. One is realign, retain, and retrain, right? So these are the 3 R's they'll not be able to get away with, right? But when you're talking about all these 3 R's, the biggest objective comes in terms of how is the business getting impacted, right? Because yes, I mean, you could end up training and upskilling and reskilling, but are they saving some kind of a dollars or making some kind of a dollars is the question, right? And now with the current dynamism in the market, correct, wherein the cost of the resource have grown up, correct, and the margins have come down. So people would be keen at, okay, what is that I can do to just upskill or reskill my existing folks to make sure I'm business ready.
That's right.
Right. At the same time, another thought process for a lot of an organization is they are preparing 5 years ahead, right? Saying that, okay, what is the next technology surge which comes in? Say, for example, for today it's metaverse, right? So organization would need to be prepared for those kind of stuff, and that's where we come into picture. So what we take, we have a model which is called Uber, UBER, and it stands for upskilling, bootcamp, expert skilling, and reskilling. For all of this, what we do is we stitched our own platform. So we already have an assessment. So we tweaked it a bit for skill gap. So now we do skill gap analysis to identify who is fitting in what kind of a bucket.
That's right.
Then an LMS for content syndication and distribution. Then you have a video platform for live video-led trainings. And then the 4th stage could be again an assessment.
That's right.
Right. So that way the complete space is there to impact every individual at any organization.
Yeah, so I think that's great, because I think it also gives you a great opportunity for you to partner with applicant tracking systems. You can partner with learning experience platforms. You can partner with HRMS platforms. So I think there's a great distribution opportunity also available for you, where you can plug into best of breed companies in these areas, not just in India but around the world as well.
Absolutely. Because I mean, our current set of organizations or the clients, we are being used in 3 continents today. Right. There are clients who are using us in 26 countries, all across the globe, in different different locations and all that. Right. So yeah, like you mentioned, right, the opportunities of alliancing is certainly huge. Right. I mean, you have been working in that kind of a space, and we see there are different kinds of players which could probably be partnered with. Because it's not possible for everybody to build a capability internally. It's actually not possible, right? So the idea is to keep your focus on the core, and let the partner do the job. So that both of you can go to a stronger GTM, stronger market with a better proposition.
So I think the opportunity for Automeyt is very, very significant, and so thank you so much, Vijay, for your time.
Thank you so much, Thomas.
It was great having this chat, and so Automeyt is a company to watch out for in 2022. If you're looking at assessments, if you're looking at video interviewing, and also if you're a player in the ATS or the learning or in the HRMS space for a potential partnership. Until next time, bye.